today we have a special guest. Please just introduce yourself.
Hi, I am Hazel Chao. I'm a small business owner and a social media influencer, micro influencer.
Yeah. So I was interested so much because I saw that you're a business owner and also being a female, and I thought it was important that you share some insights so that people can be able to learn from you.
Honestly, thank you so much. I'm still trying to figure it all out. I am one half. I have a partner. We own a business, a retail store, which is online for women's accessories and apparel. Yes, it's called Drmz Clothing. And yeah, honestly, I can say it's been rough, but I do have some things I would like to share,
Yeah, so like when did your interest in fashion start?
Oh, wow. I always, even as a kid, I wanted things I couldn't have, So basically, I think mostly it's been like a couple of years now that I've been thinking about, maybe because I like to do this for myself so much, it would be great if, we could share fashion sense with the world. And so my best friend who I own the company with, and I got together and we decided, she has brilliant taste as well. So, yeah, we decided from there. And the business part, was kind of hard to get going. At first, it was always an idea, we talk about it and, be like, but we're going to do it one day. Then, yeah, last year, around April, May, June, that's when, we really decided to double down and, actually work towards it.
For business owners and guys who love entrepreneurship, the first problem is usually capital. So I want to know about, like, how did you get capital? Did you have a job that you were saving, then you got capital? Do you have nice friends who you told about the vision and they chose to support you?
I mean, yes, honestly, yeah, to be honest, the capital thing was a real headache at first. We drafted a business plan. We had a couple of meetings, a lot of meetings with investors, which, mostly failed until we did get one person to decide, yeah, let me see, I can see their vision. And, I can put in money into this. But also, I really just want to tell guys that you shouldn't just wait to save up and, be thinking of, because capital is always going to hold you back, especially as a small business. There's never going to be enough money. It's never going to be there, So I really admire the business model for, these guys that do, what's it called? Pre-order basis, as long as you can get just enough starting capital to, be able to source the products, to be able to get like a schedule where you know how much time shipping takes, and how much it costs you. I think, I don't think capital should really hold anyone back. People are doing a lot more for so much less, yeah. So that's my take on it.
You are in fashion, and this is a field that, it has a lot of people already. So when you are starting out, what are some of the things that you decided to do, and say, what are some of the decisions you had to make and ideas you had to come about and think that I am entering a field where there are many people and I need to stand out? So like, what did you do to make sure that you stand out?
Honestly, as I said, I do have a partner, which has made this a whole lot easier than it would have been had I been doing it alone. So we're a team, and mostly she's also in charge of marketing because she has like a bigger following. Also, we found one of these, these influencer women online, yeah, you get, you ask them, yeah, sometimes it's going to cost you $1, but yeah, I mean, the marketing phase, we try to find people who have like this, let's say the body types or like the same fashion sense or their brand matches with the things we sell. Also, you need to find when you're sourcing for products, yeah, you have to decide whether you want quality or quantity. Because I think that if you're going to sell what everyone else is selling, you better have a lot of it, like it better be flying off the shelves. You get, but us, we decided to go for more of authentic pieces where you wouldn't find easily in another store or whatsoever. Yeah. But anyway, basically, yes, we dressed up some really pretty women and we asked them to tag us. Social media will help you a lot. Let me tell you guys, social media, like, really just try to tap into it because it's a whole market and it's a global scale, so yeah. We dressed up really pretty girls. I can't say much else.
Did you say you started last year?
Yeah, we're still pretty new. We've not been around for a while.
Oh, okay. That's good progress for a year only. So, like as you have said before, you started last year, and last year we still had lockdowns and COVID restrictions, and of course, a lot of guys who also wanted to start business were afraid. Oh, let me just wait for Corona, and Corona is still there even today. So you took a very big risk of starting a business. We still have Corona restrictions. Like, what made you just decide that this is the time we are doing it?
I mean, entrepreneurship in its definition is taking on financial risk in the hope of profit, setting up something. So it was really like sink or swim, and at the time, it was a time where, mostly we couldn't go out, or, basically there was a time I used to host events or like brunch at, maybe restaurants or clubs. So, we had to like kind of switch up because you still have to eat, you still have to find a way to make money. Yeah, like nothing is waiting for you. Exactly. So we just sat down and we decided, since this online businesses really took off last year, actually, like for a couple of them, okay, maybe in our field, fashion and everything, because guys wanted to be able to still sit, since they couldn't go out and shop, they couldn't go out to, because of all the restrictions, we made it easier for them. Exactly. And I remember for that time, a lot of Kenyans were chilling in like Airbnbs or, throwing the little get together parties. And our business motto was, like, I mean, honestly, even if you don't have to go outside, but you can still show out, So trying to convince Kenyans, honestly, it was a bit tough. I'm not gonna lie. It was a bit tough because you're telling guys like, no, you can still shine. And they're like, where? But it was a slow to start. Let me be honest, it was slow to start. And we're very lucky that we had our friends and family try to chip in to to support us and everything. But yeah, it was a big risk. It was a big risk, but no risk, no reward. So yeah.
I've seen that you also deal with jewelry, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So in that field, by the way, when you talk about jewelry, first of all, people think that jewelry is extremely expensive, and then number two, when it comes to jewelry, there are also very many fake products in the market. So looking at those two things, like you have competition from fake products in jewelry. So like, how do you deal with that? Have you experienced that, or you're yet to experience?
I mean, yes, honestly, there's sometimes someone is like, I could get this for 250. And I'm like, so boss, honestly, I can't say much on the fact that, I think a hustle is a hustle. Even those guys selling for 250, I'm not gonna come for them and say, yeah, but the thing is that maybe I could say our products are made to last longer. You see, I can't really sell the idea of whether my jewelry is better or not until someone actually tries it out. You know, someone's Valentine necklace is already brown. So, you know, I mean, you have to make that decision for yourself. Cheap is very expensive at the end of the day, but you can still find affordable products online that don't have to break your bank. You know, there's a lot of yeah, there's a lot of expensive jewelers, but I'm not selling you diamonds and rubies. I'm selling you equally glamorous pieces, you know, that would still be able, you know, you can still afford, you can still feel very pretty, very, you know, very, you can look glamorous without actually having to pay thousands of dollars for something, and I can guarantee quality. That's all I have to say.
Yeah. Again, so this is now for the long term. There's also been a notion in Kenya whereby guys really love to embrace brands from other countries, like you see the Gucci, you see the Louis V. So for you guys in future, are you looking at being a brand that is well trusted and even moving to other countries or nations, something like that?
Yeah, again, I come back to the point I made about quantity and quality. You know, yes, we do want to scale globally. Yes, we do want to, you know, of course, every business owner dreams of that when you start working, you know, you're thinking about the future. But the difference between a small business and a scalable startup, you know, is also capital. When you grow bigger, you start answering to maybe, you know, board of members, trustees, other people's agendas. But yes, we do want to grow, but we also want to grow in a way that our community that has been there from the start with us doesn't feel like there's a change in service or product quality over time because we've grown bigger. Am I making sense? I don't know if I'm making sense. Am I making sense? Yeah.
You're making sense.
Yeah,
So
you know.
we were talking about these big brands like Gucci. So in the market right now, do you think we have the capacity, like, to be these big brands? Do you think we have the capacity? Do you think business owners will be able to reach those levels?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, there's been some really innovative Kenyan brands, Kenyan owned brands for a very long time. Actually, the past 10 years has been like a sort of revolution in the fashion industry. There's like companies like Bonkers, you know. I mean, we have the ability, we have the capability. I just feel like also Kenyans buy name brands, you know, like it'll take time. It'll take time and a lot of hard work, because even if it's a Gucci knockoff, a knockoff like a fake Gucci, a Kenyan would rather, you know, wear the fake Gucci than go support the homeboy that made, you know, had his stuff tailored here. You get, so it'll take a lot of time and a lot of, I don't know. Kenyans just need to love themselves more. We can do this. And the thing is, everyone is dripping. Everyone is wearing clothes. There's money to buy these things. It's not like it isn't there. So yeah, there's money to buy this stuff. So if Kenyans concentrated more on, you know, building their own fashion culture, you know, like asking for things that, if you don't like whatever this, you know, put it out there that you want more Kenyan designers or Kenyan stores to sell this type of clothing, you know. So if we keep buying the Gucci's and the Fashion Novas, and you know, honestly, how are we ever gonna get better? We still keep giving the the white man money, you know, and we're right here. We're right here. There's so many people doing so many things, honestly. Like there's so many companies I have seen, like beautiful. I see fashion shows held a lot at Sankara. You know, you'd wonder whose fashion shows those are for. Yes, they're Kenyan brands. And sometimes you'll see even on things like the red carpets, You'll see a star, Viola Davis was wearing a Kenyan piece. Jay-Z and Beyonce have worn Kenyan pieces, but it's like, who are these designers? You look into it and it's a white guy that came to the country and saw this, type of thing. And then they decided, bam, then they're the ones marketing African regalia as their own. They're the ones making bank from it. I just think, yeah, Kenyans need to support each other more. If you have a problem, if you feel like you're not getting fulfilled, put it out there. Somebody's going to do what you want them to do for you. Yeah, it's very possible to get the same quality or same, because even with these big brands, you're paying for stitching. The material is the same. They're made like most of these companies, they're all made the same, it's just stitching you're paying for. So yeah, I mean, we have this, people are talented. People are very talented, guys can really do it here. Yeah, so I guess just put money back into ourselves, into our culture, into, yeah, I guess that's my take.
You've talked about something very important. You have talked about the red carpet. So I just want to know if entertainers at large, do you think entertainers at large, if they embrace what you're doing, it can cause growth in your area? Because like in the States, we see, as you have just said, guys going on to red carpet, and after going to red carpet, you know how they take nice photos, and then guys are curious with the designer that made this guy look like this, and they go ahead and find that designer, they start purchasing that product. So do you think entertainers at large, this is actors, musicians, if they face you, they can cause a very positive effect in your industry?
Yes, honestly, I do believe so 100%. I know a couple of designers, and I've known them from seeing Kenyan celebrities shout them out. There's guys like Philbert Mukwiche or Sewe Kenya who make handmade designs. And yeah, I think honestly, if you do shout out, you don't have to. You don't have to, because obviously maybe you paid money for it, and some people are very against sharing where they got their outfits and stuff. They say they paid for it, but I think it would be very important, because this also helps the designers come up with better for you. You never know, you might get a brand deal as well. It would really influence, it would really impact a lot if the entertainment industry really gave credit where it's due to Kenyan designers or the fashion industry right here in a whole. Yeah, it would help. It would help a lot.
What's the most important journey in your lesson? What's the most important lesson
in my journey? Wow, resilience. I just think, I'm a Nairobi babe, obviously. When I started off, it was, trying to figure out how to make money quick. But wow, it is nothing at all like that. I think it's just getting back up. You treat your business the way you treat yourself. You get also, I think also one thing that's very important is for guys to have their books done, keep stock of what you're spending, keep stock of what you're earning, so you can be capital, efficient, because that's the point of a business. If you're not making any money, if you don't do your numbers right, you can be in a really, guys end up broke very early, very quickly in their businesses, and you can't pinpoint where or when exactly. So keeping your books, also allow yourself time to rest. Yeah, I think you should have solid working days, and you decide whether it's a weekend or whatever. Yeah, because having a small business means that you're your own boss. You're not accountable to anyone. But the flip side is also that you have to what's it called? You're constantly thinking, constantly working, but then you burn yourself out. And there's no need to burn out in the beginning. It's a slow and steady pace. Like it takes a long time for a business to be cash proficient. It's true. Yeah, so a lot of Nairobi people I know would struggle with this. I mean, I did, because you want your returns, and you want your returns now. But the thing is, with a business such as mine, our business model is business to directly to consumer, means that you'll spend less on marketing maybe, but you have less recurring sales. things like that, as opposed to being a wholesaler. So you have to also decide what kind of business model you want to use for for yourself. Yeah, I guess that's it.
Yeah, and as we are finishing up, you can tell people, you can just tell people the, what is it called, where they can get your product, social media handles, where they can be able
Yes.
to you if they want a certain product.
Okay, guys, Hazel. So the business is called Drmz Accessories, but we kind of had like a play on the word. We put it at DRMZ, like dreams. Yeah, DRMZ_accessories. And on there, once you look at the ones we're following, the listed businesses also belong to us. So yeah, I think that is the mother company. Let's just say Drmz Accessories, the mother company. You can access clothing as well, and we're gonna start a swim one pretty soon. So yeah, that is it.
You're dealing with, just to tell guys, you're dealing with jewelry.
And yes. We sell jewelry, like luxury jewelry, body pieces for women. Unfortunately, we haven't started selling for men yet, but we plan to expand on that this year. We also sell like really beautiful women's outfits, a bit on the higher side, but I promise you they're pieces you've not seen before. Yeah. I think the one thing you can say about maybe Drmz is that it's not easily accessible. Like, it's not something you're going to walk into a space and see another person with. Yeah, like we have authentic pieces that are very like, they're like one of a kind, let's just say. Yeah, we take time to source products for you guys, so yeah, please check them out. I hope you enjoy them.
So looking forward to your project, as you have said that you are looking forward to launch a swimwear this year, and also product for guys. We'll always be here to support, because we love young businesses. So thank you so much for giving us your time. At least guys can be able to learn from what you have been talking about. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. All right. Bye-bye.